Today, our verse is Luke chapter 12, verse 35. Stay dressed for action and keep your lamps burning. To understand this verse in Luke chapter 12, let us begin by looking at the literal Greek meaning of the words used. The Greek reads, "Estousen humon hai osphoes perisos menai, kai hoi lok noi kaiomenoi." The literal translation is, "Let your loins be girded about, and lamps kept burning." The loins, motnaim in Hebrew, refers to the hips and a little of the back. To gird the loins was to tie a girdle round the waist to prevent the loose garment from falling off or from being loosed when someone is on a journey, when you are running or moving fast, or to prepare to do some work. Therefore, the imagery of girding the loin is associated with preparation for a journey or to do some work. You can read 2 Kings chapter 4 verse 29 and Acts chapter 12 verse 8. In this sense, our translation says, stay dressed for action, to do something. In other words, be prepared to move fast without any hindrance. Be prepared to do something without any hindrance. What action are we to stay dressed for? The journey of life entails challenges and temptations. So we must gird our loins, as St. Paul says, with the truth of the gospel to fight against the devil. That is part of what we should do in Ephesians chapter 6 verse 14, or to prepare for work, the service of the gospel, as Peter says in 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 13. The second is that of keeping the lamp burning. Loknos in Greek means lamp, and kaiomenoi is the present passive participle of kautesomai, which means to keep or have something burning. This imagery refers to the servant who would keep the lamp lit and burning should the master of the house return late at night. And that is why Jesus, in the very next verse, gives an example of people waiting for their master to return from a wedding feast, which would usually happen till late in the night. Therefore, to keep the lamp burning means that the lamp must never be put out. The servant must be ready for the master's return and not slip off or allow the light to be put out. The invitation today is to be prepared for our end. Always be ready for whenever the Lord calls. Who knows when the end will be? Are we going to be appropriately prepared and dressed for it? But because we do not know, we must be prepared every day, every minute, every second. Death can come unannounced, and that is what happens to many human beings. Only very few people are lucky to know about their end, either due to illness and prepare for it, or for some people, maybe they are sentenced to death and they know that their end is coming. But for many of us, it may catch us unannounced and we may not be prepared. So let us ask the Lord for the grace to be ready at all times. Lord, give us the strength to stand up against the temptations and challenges of life and be ready for your call when it comes. Amen. God bless you. Have a lovely day.